But are we going?
Going where?
I mean, are we going? Like, are we going anywhere?
In life?
Where are you gonna take me?
Oh, I'm not taking you
Wait, is
anywhere.
this mine?
Yeah, not
Oh
mine.
my god! All right, let me get closer to this. All right, we live, baby.
All right, what do we do now?
Here we go. I think we're supposed to dance.
What? Oh, I did see that. It says if you go live, you have to at least do 3 dances during the live.
I thought that was TikTok live.
No. It's any live.
Well,
Yeah.
TikTok's the dance one.
No. I know. That's what I thought.
That's unfair.
That's what I thought, and then it says
That
any live.
that's unfair.
It's very unfair.
And welcome to the show. It is two guys, two things.
Oh, we're going.
This is the hysterical, slightly funny,
Mm-hmm.
cancer-causing podcast.
Yep.
Right?
That's not funny, man.
I'm losing my voice.
You probably have cancer.
Exactly.
Cancer's not funny.
Really?
What?
You've never met a funny cancer?
Uh,
Well, what month is that if you're a cancer?
oh.
There's got to be some comedians that were cancers.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I mean, of course. I'm talking about the
Oh, I see.
astrology. I'm really into astrology.
I didn't
Chris.
get it. I didn't get it.
How dare you think? Oh, you think I was talking about the disease,
I did.
the sickness?
I did think that.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I would never. Joke
That's
about
why I
that.
reacted that way.
Would never joke about that.
Dave Coulier just
But
announced he had a cancer.
But I do have black lungs.
Oh, got it.
Dave from Full House.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma.
oh no.
But he said they had surgery and chemo and it didn't spread and then 90%
All right.
acceptance rate.
Well, I don't know.
That was good. Good pull.
Thank you. No, but I hopefully he's all right. You don't want to see that.
It seemed like he was.
That's good.
But he announced it like, look, listen, here's what I say. If you're all right, you know what I mean? You don't gotta go bragging about it on TV that you had cancer just for the likes and the sympathy.
People have done that. We did stories about that. People that
no, a real story about it. Yeah,
made up cancers they didn't have.
No, a real story about it.
And you know what? I think they were an astrological
Nope.
cancer.
They were cancer and they had cancer?
Yeah, I think so.
We're talking way too long about this.
It's all right. But welcome to the show. This is the podcast. We take two semi-trending topics and discuss them each for 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then we have to stop
Uh-huh.
and do a dance break.
At least 3. We
At least
talked
3.
about that
We did,
already.
we did.
At least 3.
But for us to decide who gets to go first, we do take we have to make a bet on something going on in the news, something kind of big that we both made bets on.
Right.
And right now, people are talking. Everybody's talking. Even Harry Nelson, he's dead.
Talking?
Don't sing
it. Yes, indeed.
No, Harry Nelson, man. You give me a Fats Domino.
I know. Fats is better.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, you're probably right. Okay, but Donald Trump, right? He won the election.
Yeah.
And he's filling up his cabinet.
He is filling up his cabinet.
And so we were going to make a bet on like who we think he's going to put in there.
You're right.
They're not all in there, but some of the people that we were thinking. And who'd you think?
So I was going back and forth between like DeSantis, a bag of bones. Who else? I was trying to think, people that kissed his ass after they talked shit about him.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had to narrow it down, and I said Marco Rubio. That was my bet. I said Marco Rubio is going to be in his cabinet.
Wow.
And lo and behold.
No Ted Cruz yet, right?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Matt Gaetz did it.
Okay.
So we're going.
Wow.
We're going next.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot who you said though.
Well, I had a few. I had Gumby.
Yeah.
He's very flexible.
Listen, you're not wrong. Okay.
He can change where he wants to. He can be anywhere.
Yeah.
And Topo Gigio.
Yeah.
Because he was, back when America was great.
Mm-hmm.
Topo Gigio was very popular.
Sure.
Well, we're talking 1950s.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think you were almost. I think you were.
Well, what would Topo Gigio be in charge of? What would you put him under?
Oh boy.
Like UN, not the UN. That's where he's taking
the Secretary of something. I don't know. I don't know either.
I don't know. Immigration
Secretary of Good Looking.
Yeah, good looking. Anyway, so I guess you were right.
We'll see though. I bet you might win this.
It's not. We're not done yet.
Yeah, we're not done yet. I wasn't gonna be like a Fox News host as your joke. Like, oh no, that happened.
Indeed.
Here we go.
All right, so Chris, I'm gonna put the 15-minute timer on, and hopefully it'll make a noise, and then you gotta stop.
Hopefully it makes a noise. We're gonna talk stories, guys. We're gonna talk real stories.
All right, 15 minutes.
Oh, wait.
And go, sir. And I actually am honestly losing my voice. But
Oh, you gotta send me your thing again.
are you kidding me?
I didn't. Where'd it go?
You're horrible.
Where'd it go?
You suck at this.
Where'd it
I
go?
sent you the story and you don't even know where it is. Hold on.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, fuck.
Here we go. All right. So we're gonna go to
Good
Utah.
God.
We're gonna go to Utah. Everyone, calm down. We're going to Utah. We got it.
Okay.
Hey, here's the deal.
Wait, how many years have we been doing this podcast?
I think this is our third one.
Okay.
So here's what we're doing. The day after a woman broke up with her boyfriend. Okay, a woman broke up with her boyfriend. The day after,
Okay.
he got a concussion, forgot they split up. Now 7 months later, they're getting married. So here we go. Okay.
This sounds like a Hallmark movie.
Yes, it's very much a holiday Hallmark Lifetime movie type of thing. Except this lady's a real piece of work.
Okay.
So I'm gonna preface it with that.
Is she in Trump's cabinet?
She will be. I have some questions about her, so I'll tell you why. Okay. So I've got some questions about this lady. So in September, this happened in September of 2020.
Okay.
Jenna and Mitchell, they got married. So, but back in February of the same year in 2020, they broke up. Right. So this lady was overwhelmed with life. She says decided to break up with her boyfriend.
This was also during COVID.
Right, February 2020.
Okay,
so she's having some issues and felt like she's needed to break up.
Or actually, I think it's right before everything shut down.
February, actually. Yeah, because it was in March that shut down.
Okay.
So she has no excuse. No excuse. Yeah. Okay. So.
I do remember we had a president at that time.
We did have a president.
And he said back in February that's going to be done within this month.
In a month.
Yeah, it'll be done.
3 years later.
That.
All right, so she said she was too overwhelmed with life and broke up with him. A day later, the guy she broke up with went on a skiing trip, tried to do a flip, crashed his head and got a concussion. Okay?
He did that on purpose.
He's like, oh, yeah.
I'll show her.
Listen.
She's going to feel so bad.
Oh, man, when I'm dead, she's going to regret it.
Well, wait. Do we know how long they were together for? Did you say?
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say.
They were together for a week.
Yeah, right. He's so heartbroken. He tried to kill himself. No, it would be funny to be like, ooh. Because there has been times that I've tried to get some sympathy. Never like concussion. But there have some times I've tried to get sympathy just so people can talk.
Well, look. Because I think you and I might be the same on this.
Mm-hmm.
We will risk bodily harm for a joke.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For something funny.
For sure.
But would we do it for sympathy?
Not fake bodily harm. I would
fake bodily harm.
Yeah, not real bodily harm.
Yeah, I would. I think I agree with you. I would do bodily harm for the sake of comedy, but not for sympathy.
There was one time at a party. I was in my 20s, so of course I'm dumb. It was like a flight and a half of stairs. I just threw myself down to be funny. Like I pretended I fell down the stairs.
Did it go over well?
They kind of laughed, and it really hurt. I don't know how to fall downstairs.
So that's a double win because you got sort of some comedy and then some sympathy.
Right. So, they're like, oh, I can't believe you did that. I was like, you guys are supposed to be like rolling on the floor. But
call 911.
Yeah, I'm hurt. I broke my hip. Okay. So he was going off a jump, bumped his head, more than bumped his head, but a serious concussion and lost some memory in the meantime. Forgot that he broke up with the lady.
She broke up with him.
She broke up with him.
Okay.
Yeah, she broke up with him.
Got it.
So at the hospital, he was in the hospital by himself because his girlfriend wasn't there.
Oh, no.
It was time to go home after a couple of days in the hospital. Probably wondering, by the way, where's my girlfriend?
Where's my girlfriend of a week?
Text her and was like, hey, can you come pick me up? And all she thought was like, I wonder why he's asking me that. So two things. We'll keep going with the story, but so he couldn't drive. Ask if she got picked up. I'm like, why is he messaging me this? That's what she said. Two things. I know that you broke up with him, but he's in the hospital for a couple of days. You still don't like, hey, or don't go, no problem, I'll pick you up. She's like, why
do you still have this number?
Yeah, like he's in the hospital, cannot drive. And she's like, oh, why you texting me? There's like no like leftover, like, oh shit, let me at least go make sure you can get home. Guess not. So strike one for this Jenna.
She said, just call an Uber.
Yeah. So I just broke up with him, Jenna recalls. So Mitch kept messaging me, Jenna says, trying to hang out after the concussion, and she was confused as to why he would keep messaging me because we had broken up. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine. She said, I thought maybe he took the statement saying that we should just be friends seriously. So strike two for Jenna. Don't say it if you don't mean it.
I don't really want to hang out with you.
Yeah, I know people are overly polite and they try not to. They try to let people down easily.
Yeah,
but
has that ever worked in the history of the
No,
breakup?
no.
We should just be friends.
no, just it's better.
Unless it's Jerry and Elaine.
Well, then it works out. Ross and Rachel.
Okay.
Ross could barely be friends with Rachel. He still was hanging on a little bit.
Well, then that's a bad example.
It is a bad example.
Okay.
That's why I thought about it and
All
said
right.
it. Jerry's a good example, though.
It's a great
Except that one time they're like, let's have sex.
No, but they did that to save the friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's okay.
Yeah. So he said he thought it maybe took that statement a little too seriously, and even to the point I told my Jenna told him that my roommates and her were having a bad day. He came over with some ice cream.
Man, sounds like a good guy.
Exactly. So also another strike for Jenna. Why are you still talking to him? And this is where, because this is like down the road now after the breakup that he still doesn't know about. How dumb is this guy? Where he's like, this is weird. All we're doing is texting. We haven't gone on a date. I haven't hung out at an apartment. He can't possibly feel like they're going out.
Well, you said this is in Utah.
Oh, well, yes, it is in Utah.
Are we talking about Mormons?
No, I don't know if they're Mormon.
Because if we're Mormon, then this might not that weird.
It's a good guess.
It's very much like a date.
It's a good guess.
We didn't hold hands. That's second base.
We just text.
Yeah. Holding hands is second base in Utah.
Yeah. So Jenna says that she almost immediately regretted her decision to break up with Mitchell because he had been so kind and thoughtful. When he thought he was being that because he thought he was your boyfriend, for one. That's why he's being kind and thoughtful. Of her feelings during their conversation, and he was just trying to help her out through this time. And so she reevaluated their breakup in March of 2020. And
a month later?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, so this is my point. A month goes by. This guy hasn't hung out only through text. How can he possibly feel that they're going out still?
Again, they're Mormon. But my question, did she ever tell him? Hey, you do know we broke up, right?
Yeah, here's when.
Did she ever not say that?
No, here's when.
Okay.
Here's when. So he's
on their wedding day.
So she was so nervous. She said, I was so nervous to swallow my pride and ask if we could date again. Who received a text from Mitchell to hang out. So Mitchell's like, can we hang out? And she's like, you know what? He's been so great for this past month. I'm going to ask him, we should start dating again. So after hanging out with friends, the two chatted and she asked, can we get back together again? And that's when she realized he never knew they were broken up. So she told him by saying, can we get back together again?
Okay.
So so he's like, huh? I thought we were going out still.
Who you been seeing?
Yeah. So that's when she realized
Who have you been holding hands with?
Yeah, that's when she realized he had no clue they were even broken up. So she said, I told him about how we were in my car and we had this conversation. And he said he didn't remember anything about the conversation, just that we were talking in the car that day.
Wow.
And he didn't remember, what they talked about. And he thought it was super funny and was relieved. I do not find it funny because I just don't get this. She was a little overwhelmed with life. Fine. So she was breaking up with him not for anything he did, which happens. That's okay. But just I was overwhelmed and it felt like it was a rash decision. And then it feels like the hospital thing I don't like. Can you pick me up from the hospital? I've been here a couple of days. And she's like, why is he texting me? And then she's like, oh, me and my girlfriend had a tough day. And then brings her ice cream. And the whole time she's just like, it feels like stringing him along. And I don't like that part of it. If you break up with him, break up with him.
She said she wanted to be friends.
She did say that. She did say that. So 5 months later, August of 2020, this happened real quick. Mitchell proposed to Jenna and fell in love, and they got in September. They married less than 3 weeks later after he proposed.
Whoa.
Mormon for sure, for sure. In September of 2020, they got married.
And they now have 10 children.
Yeah. So during the speech, it said it brought up the not remembering the breakup, but he was grateful for all this. This guy is too nice for her. That's my feeling about this. Like that's the initial thought. He's way too nice.
Well, you know what? I think this is his third wife.
Maybe that's what it is. He's only they were 22 when this initially happened.
Wow.
So another Mormon check.
Yeah, for sure.
22.
We are checking off the Mormon boxes.
Oh God. Okay. So he was initially dating one of her friends, and they met in a drive-in. They got together. So this was only in June of 2019, and then she broke up in February of 2020. So just less than a year.
Whoa.
Just less than a year,
Yeah,
right?
they were not dating. Yeah.
Very long. So just
You
less
said
than
June.
Yeah. June of
We're
19.
talking like 8 months.
Yeah. Broke up in 2020,
Yeah.
and then he was a nice guy during the breakup, and married in fucking September of 2020.
So
They known each other a year and 3 months.
So they got married during the whole COVID stuff.
Yeah, like in the heart of it.
I saw pictures of the wedding. There was no mask being worn by anybody. So is that another Mormon?
Nope.
Another.
That's for sure.
That's another Mormon tick.
This is in the heart of COVID, September 2020. The thick of it.
Giant celebration. This actually was a super spreader event.
But it is outside.
It was outside, but this was.
Yep, everyone. Yeah. Oh man, because of this,
this beautiful marriage also killed 120 people, but that's okay.
When we look up the stats, like there's a real spike in Utah in September of 2020. I wonder what happened there. It's like these two 23-year-olds getting married. Oh my God. So anyway. So okay, how do you feel about her? How do you feel about hey Debbie? How do you feel about how she acted during this concussion-laden amnesia part of Mitchell's life?
I have a lot of questions.
Okay, let's hear it. I do too. I did too.
Firstly, why is the sky blue, Chris?
Well,
and then
let's focus it. Let's focus.
Okay, to the story. I think he's kind of faking the concussion.
He faked the concussion.
I feel maybe like he didn't remember.
Oh,
like
so
that part.
He really did get injured.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, I hit my head, and I really don't want her to break up.
Okay,
with me.
so see
the next day. I mean, how convenient is that?
The next day he went on a ski trip or whatever,
and got her.
So, but here's the thing.
But what else did he not remember?
Right, that's the only thing in his
life.
Oh,
I still know your phone number.
I still know you're my girlfriend.
Still know, yeah. I still know,
selective amnesia. That's what they call it, right?
Your social security number.
But
I don't know.
I'm with you.
What do you forget?
But that's the question I had, because
the one thing he lost,
if he did, is that
was the day before
that conversation in the but if he really didn't lose it, why wasn't he
breakfast and lunch that day?
Why wasn't he acting more like a boyfriend? All he was doing is like which maybe lends to your part, like he knew, so he didn't want to like cross the line and come over, because that's what
look. And the reason why they got married so fast, if they are Mormon, if they're devout Mormons, they're not going to do anything until they're married.
But you're still hanging out. You're not.
You're hanging out, but you're not doing anything.
Yeah, the way she was describing it is like we were just kind of talking and texting back and forth. Which okay, fine. I don't get. Maybe he didn't know.
First base is you make eye contact
in Utah,
and second base is holding hands.
Right. It's the one of the reasons. One of my favorite quarterbacks is Steve Young, right? But he went to BYU, and that's one of the reasons. I'm like notch slower for because he went because it's in Utah. And
so what?
I don't like it.
Don't have that against him.
I do.
You shouldn't.
Do you hold Nick Bosa's hat against him?
I've never held it against him.
That's crazy.
No, exactly. I can't get next to him.
Oh, got it.
I actually physically hold it against him, and I don't want to talk about that. So, but it's different. I mean, it's just that to me is different. So, but and then the other thing is like, is she just getting with him because she feels guilty at first?
I know it didn't seem like it. Because
what was the reason why she broke up?
Yeah, all she said was, "I was overwhelmed with life." That's the only explanation she gave. In the video that she made. At 22, overwhelmed with life, which really just means I didn't like this guy. That's what it felt like. I kind of just didn't like this guy. And it's so funny that he was like being so nice, right? Because two separate thoughts were going on here, right? Because he thought he was just being a boyfriend. She thought he was being extra nice in spite of their breakup and still bringing them ice cream and stuff like that. I think
Oh, Chris,
she was
hold
just
on.
using him.
We have to.
She feels
we have
like
to
a
break
user.
Up. We have to break up.
Oh, all right. I'll call you tomorrow, though.
Wait, what did I just say?
Oh, I forgot.
Okay, continue.
No. I'm just saying it feels like two separate thoughts, right? Where she thought like he was being so nice in the breakup, but he just thought he was being a boyfriend. So he wasn't thinking he was being extra nice. But again, I feel like she was taking advantage of him.
I'm wondering if he got points, if he truly didn't remember.
Right.
And she's like, wow, we broke up and he's still being this nice to me.
Right.
What a really good guy he actually is.
But that's not the
case. So
case.
that's a false pretension.
That's not the case.
Right. So maybe
he's not that nice of a guy.
Right.
He's just being like a boyfriend. He's like, oh, I'll bring you ice cream. It's just a nice thing
and
to
she's
do.
thinking, wow, he's so nice.
But again, the ultimate thing, F this Jenna lady, is she's taking advantage of this guy.
No, not the advantage.
If you break up with somebody, you don't do that to them.
She didn't know that he didn't know for the longest time.
But that's my point. If she knows they're broken up, and like she needs to cut it off. They're not going out.
His dick?
Yes.
What are you talking about, Chris?
Oh, God.
That's horrible.
They're not going out.
That's horrible.
They're not going out.
That's not a Mormon
she's
thing.
She's stringing him along.
They do not cut off dicks.
You don't.
They do wear special underwear, but they do not cut off dicks.
You don't agree with that she was stringing him along?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, but
really? That's crazy.
Give me this.
Okay.
Prognostic.
That's almost a word.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Diagnostic.
That's diagnosis.
That too.
Okay.
Over
here. Okay, go.
20 years from now, where are they at?
Oh, they're not married.
They're not married.
It's 23. It's like they're no. Okay, here's no.
They'll be our age.
I was gonna say I was gonna say they were gonna be divorced by like 27, but they'll want to be divorced at 27, but the way they are, they're gonna hold it on. So it's really gonna be either like a 36, 37-year-old divorce, or they're seeing other people.
They're holding hands with other people
by 30. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So I'm going to do my 15-minute story. Here we go. And my story. Okay. So I'm going to just give you.
Okay.
This is what the guy was talking about. He did this on Reddit.
Reddit. Okay.
So I'm just going to just tell you this is what the man's talking on Reddit. Okay. His post.
Okay.
I'm just going to go straight into it.
Do it.
He says, I have never before this moment felt true terror and fear. He shared of his horrifying experience. Okay. Are you getting freaked out?
I kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Never.
Start turning off the lights.
Oh my God! Give me things like start flashing. Was that a thunderclap?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
We pay for good effects.
Yes, we do.
A man says he heard a bump in the night.
Ooh.
But never could he have predicted what he found under his bed.
Oh. All right.
I'm almost too afraid to read this.
I don't think we should. Cut it short.
I heard a noise under my bed. It was movement. Okay. At first I thought I was imagining things, but then I heard it again. And I thought, oh God, is it a mouse or a rat or some shit?
Did he say or some shit?
This was like 3 a.m.
Okay.
So I got out of bed and I looked under with my phone flashlight. What happened next ended up being the most startling moment of my life. The user writes.
Okay.
He says, I guess I'm lucky because I have never before this moment felt true terror and fear as a physical sensation, but I was completely jolted. There. Okay, first of all, do you have a guess? What did he find under the bed?
Alligator.
Oh my God, that would freak me out. Wouldn't that freak you out?
That's Florida, man. Yeah, you see a fucking alligator come out of your bed? Yeah.
I think he was in Florida.
I know, but I said if it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, it was. No, that would be scary. What was the real boogeyman?
Well, then my heart was
like with the trademark.
Yeah, trade TM.
TM.
Yeah, my heart.
Well, are you the real one?
Yeah, no, you're.
Let me see your tag.
You're just some dude. No, my heart would stop for real.
But here we go. Ready?
Oh God.
There under my bed was my roommate. Staring wide-eyed at me.
Whoa.
And he screeched.
He screeched?
When I looked under the bed.
Well, what? I mean, yeah. What do you expect? What are you talking about? He thought he's cool. He thought it'd be cool. Like, oh, he's never gonna fucking. Especially when you're making that much noise. Apparently,
What was bumping?
he saw. I don't. That's what I mean. He's like, he's moving around, bumping the bed, and then when someone looks, he's scared. Yeah, like, oh, I thought it was being quiet. I'm not good at this. It wasn't a prank.
I mean, that would be like initial, right? Because that's like, all right, dude, like that, and that's a fun roommate maybe pranking you, scare the shit out
It
of
wouldn't
you.
be fun to me.
No, would you punch?
Yes, I would. I would be never again.
Yeah.
And I would be that angry where you try not to be angry, but you're just like, oh, I'm moving out. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that.
I would never expect to see that.
No, of course not. Yeah, of course not.
I mean, look, as a parent, like with young kids,
Yeah,
there's been times where maybe there's been a kid in my bed.
sure.
They come in, they're scared. They might come in, either into the bed or they're afraid to get into the bed, so they just like on the floor
Right.
next to you or whatever. Or my dog's under the bed or something, my cat or whatever, when I had a cat. So the poster recounts that his roommate, who he says is the same age as him, but he's not close friends with, just kept repeating, oh, sorry.
No sorries.
As he crawled out.
No sorries, sir. You do not get to say sorry and crawl out. You need to explain yourself right now. This whatever's happening here, you don't get to just say sorry and walk out. This wasn't a prank. This was for real, especially if it's not a prank. If this is for real, you're just under my bed. What's happening? Arrested. That's bananas.
Despite his roommate's continuous apologies.
No apologies, man.
The Reddit user says he was so creeped out and afraid that he immediately ran out of his apartment in his pajamas and ended up taking refuge at a nearby Dunkin' Donuts.
He needs to calm down a little bit. I couldn't sleep either. If I was like that, the adrenaline's going. You probably got to go, cool out for a little bit. Now once you cool down and you come back, are you telling him to move out? Or are you moving out? Or what's going on?
I feel like a conversation is probably needed.
Sure. Yeah.
So look, Jim. So look, you're a little behind on the rent.
Two things.
Number one. And number two, what the fuck were you doing like that?
Because you just said sorry and crawled away. So, see, real quick. So this roommate, for one, dumb, right? Because if, say you're a real creepo and you move around, you get caught. You don't go, sorry. You go, you fake the prank. You fake it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but it's in the moment. You got to be that smart.
No, but for sure, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You don't pretend that it was, because once you say sorry and you're scared, now you're just a weirdo under my bed.
You could play it off like, oh, what? Oh my God, I was sleepwalking.
I thought this was my bed.
Yeah, if I was my bed, I was sleepwalking. I didn't know what happened.
I faked the prank.
That's clever.
I grab him. I guess if you look under the bed, like if I was doing that to you, like for real, and you looked under the bed, and I go, ah! And I'm scared. I guess the prank is gone. I should be the one doing that to you.
Yeah.
But so maybe that's out the window.
Or you do what like a little kid would do, or a dog might do. You act like you're not there.
Yeah. Exactly. Turn around.
Like what?
Oh man.
Like, then just avoid eye contact.
And that's like a big comedy movie trope where like someone's standing. I see you, like behind that pole.
Stop breathing. Maybe they won't notice if I stop breathing.
Yeah.
I hear you saying that. I hear you saying
I'm looking
if I stop breathing
right at you. Like oh god.
Could you turn around? No, I'm not gonna turn around. So, but my thing is, this is like 3 a.m. when this happened. He went to a nearby Dunkin'. Is Dunkin' open 24/7?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
I don't know. There's nothing here. But yeah, seems like it.
Maybe a cool Dunkin'. I don't think Dunkin's around here.
No, that's
24/7.
Yeah, I mean that's the East Coast thing.
That's true.
So it seems like a 24/7 thing.
All right.
That's weird though.
So I just sat there with a decaf and a breakfast sandwich.
Why not? Yeah, I need that decaf.
With my heart thundering away.
For sure. It'll take a minute to get calm from that one.
It says while he was there, his roommate kept texting him, asking to talk.
Well,
he ignored.
Yeah, like not quite ready for that.
Let me finish my decaf.
Yeah, not quite ready for that.
I don't know. I probably would have had something like way fattier than the same. I would have had some donuts.
I would
have dunked some donuts.
Yeah, well, I would have been there for a while.
So when he finally did look at the text, he discovered something even more bizarre.
Okay.
Apparently, This is not a one-time incident,
Oh, God,
but a
dude.
regular routine. He confessed he had been
uh.
sleeping under my bed a few nights a week for 3 or 4 months, and that he was doing it to get closer to me.
No, sir. That's not how you get close. See, if I'm this dude, I'm so pissed off at myself. I'm like, all the fucking roommates I could have had. I picked the guy that wants to sleep under my bed a couple times a week. Like, how is that possible? How unlucky do you get? Is that like, there's some bad roommates, no doubt, but not sleep under your bed a couple nights a week bad. You know, there's like a little messy or.
Is that bad?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Ask your roommate.
Well, I wonder, what if he could say, hey, you know what? I got an idea. I'm going to rent out your room.
Right.
And you can sleep under my bed. I'll charge you for that too.
For sure.
Hell of a lot more too.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to sleep there, and then I'll make extra money. Could you turn that into a business proposition there?
It's like, is the next step crawling in bed with him?
He was too afraid. Why don't you just do that?
Might
that
as well.
That's weird.
Yeah, but then at least I get the getting close to.
It's like, oh no,
all right,
never mind.
Yeah,
as opposed to under.
What? Like honestly, well, obviously this guy has maybe like a little loose, but like what? Because you can't. This type of person who does it, you can't really ask. Like, I wonder what he was thinking, because obviously he is living in a different world of what's okay and not okay, and there's no really explanation that you can probably give. But see, and if I heard that explanation, now I know for sure I'm out. It's an ultimatum. Like, you got to go, or I'm whoever's. I don't know whose name is on the lease. That if my name, okay, you're going. Like that's if that explanation of like I've been doing it a couple of days a week because I want to get closer to you. It's like, bro, invite me out to a bar or something. Like we can talk. That then for sure is you gotta.
Yeah, no, agree.
That's why I faked the prank.
The man says he was so alarmed by the intrusive behavior, he only went back to the apartment for essentials.
Yeah.
And then he was crashing at a friend's place.
Yeah, for sure. You got to.
So the user, he posted his story on the Am I the Asshole thread on Reddit.
Yeah.
And he told the community why he was having second thoughts about if his actions in the days following the incident were appropriate.
No, what? He wanted to. No, come on. Okay.
He writes that afterwards, he received some messages from his friends and friends of his roommate that implied he was being insensitive.
Okay.
For his reaction.
Who are they? Oh, fuck. Well, friends of the roommate, automatically I'm throwing those out. I'm dismissing those.
His roommate, he says, may have expressed some romantic interest in him, which he had brushed off. A few times over that last year, he had asked me if I had ever considered experimenting with other men.
Oh, my God.
I said, nope.
Yeah, then let it be.
Right.
You don't go sleep under my bed because I said no.
Was I insensitive? I was too, should I,
Okay. Okay. So, again, here's the thing. Okay, the second you say no, then yeah, it's not an invite to like, well, let's see if he really means it. I'm going to sleep under his bed. Because now definitely no.
Now I want to know what that bumping noise was.
Yeah, what was he? This is weird, dude. What?
I mean, we are in November.
You're just moving.
Just hope we keep it clean. That's
well,
all I'm saying. God, oh God. All right.
What do you do there?
After the 3 a.m. run-in, he alleges the roommate was going around telling people I shamed him and that I am rejecting his apologies. What? Some people are claiming I am overreacting and validating his feelings.
He's playing the victim now. You were sleeping under my bed and now it's my fault.
Can you believe him?
I know. Listen, all I did
How rude
was
he?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
For 4 months.
Sneaking in without him knowing. Sleep under his bed so I can hear his breath.
Didn't even touch him.
Maybe I didn't touch him yet. But maybe to get closer to him, and maybe he would like me if I slept under his bed. That's all I did.
I was concerned because he has sleep apnea.
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't really, but I thought he might. And I just want to make sure his breathing stayed consistent through the night.
Listen.
What's wrong
I was watching him at night, and I tried to apologize, and he has a nerve to run off and blame me for sleeping under his bed.
So I sent him a card, an apology written in my blood.
That's it.
And he didn't respond to it.
So then I tried semen. That didn't work either.
Oh God, he couldn't open the card.
Yes, it didn't work.
Stuck together.
He still says I shouldn't have done that. Am I the asshole here? We should like do a fake Reddit post as the roommate. Am I the asshole? For 4 months, I've been sleeping under my roommate's bed. Like we should write as him.
Dear Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but despite his friends' opinions, many users in the comments were on the original poster site. Thank God.
Many.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of
100%.
a case
He
closed.
did nothing. He got scared, left, and was like, "Hey, man, we shouldn't be roommates." That's what he did. There's nothing wrong with his actions. I do not understand this. I do not get
Neither
it.
do I. I don't know.
Golly, give me
This one sums it up here. It says, I would have died if I looked under my bed and saw a person.
Yes.
My heart would give up.
Yep.
This is not okay.
Yep.
And that dude is not okay.
By the way, to be as sensitive as possibly could to someone that might have a little mental issues, he's not okay.
No.
He just straight up, he's not okay. And that's fine, but I can't live with you.
Yeah.
And I'm not being insensitive, and I'm not being the asshole here.
I almost feel like when this guy has to get another roommate, the under the bed guy. He kind of needs to put that disclaimer.
Well, he's not going to. Check my references. Call my last roommate.
Like, oh, you're the sleeping under the bed guy.
Cool.
Yeah, no, you can live in the closet.
Yeah, I can't believe the roommate's trying to shame him. All I did was express my love to him and sleep under his bed, and he decides to bolt. Give me a break.
Who needs him?
That's so.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
It still pains me that he's gone. But anyway, they're saying, people are saying he's in the wrong, man.
Sure.
Those people have lost their minds. Sleeping under someone's bed, that's out there.
Yeah,
it is.
To say the least. Because
I mean, you've had some bad roommates, right?
Even Jesse. To even justify that,
So
I don't get it.
We were roommates.
Yes, we were.
Before, and I remember, because it's hard when you live with other people and trying to get to know people's routines and what they like.
For sure.
I think that's probably the biggest thing of boyfriend girlfriend when you first.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I remember like in the kitchen, we had the toaster out.
Just a regular toaster? Okay.
Yeah. And Jesse would put it away.
She does, to this day, it's not even you guys, does not like appliances on counters.
Okay. And so then the next morning it's where the hell's the toaster?
No, appliances on counters.
It's just leave the toaster out. I don't get the big deal. But there's some people
No, that's her thing. The counter needs to be we can't have appliances on counters.
And not a big deal.
No, I get it. But that's your point of getting to know people.
Wait.
Oh no, please don't tell me that's your roommate.
I think someone's underneath the table. Oh God damn it! It bumped. Okay. So the appliances is
no appliances out on the counter. That's
And I remember her making the argument. Well, it just seemed I know, but then we just use it again the next day. But again, that's almost like my son arguing with me about not making the bed.
Right, because I'm going to get in it and mess it up.
I do understand.
It's the same type of thing, at least.
I understand it.
Yeah. Because
I hate having to be well, I know, but
and then it's you make toast every day.
Well, I don't, but my kids do.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Bagels or toast.
Yeah, I get it. Because especially if you don't, you just then her.
But you know what? We actually put it away now.
That's funny. I'll let her know. No, because then her argument was then fine. It takes 2 seconds to get it out.
For sure.
That's it.
No, for sure. It's not a big deal.
Of course it's not.
I remember that being
let me just keep the toaster out. Leave me alone.
But in that apartment is also with not a lot of counter space. So
that was probably a big thing for her too. It's not like we have this gigantic kitchen to
No.
But whatever.
For sure.
So.
All right. Add takeaways.
Okay, takeaways. I don't know. I guess it's be careful the company you keep. If it's a mean ex-girlfriend who uses you and then tries to get you back and you marry her, or it's a roommate you choose, be careful the company you keep.
For sure. No, I agree. I think that you had it right with the guy saying that he should have said it was just a prank because he got caught underneath the bed.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my God, there was a bump. He says, "What? I hit my head. I don't remember how I got here."
I do remember. Yeah, amnesia's
Who
the key.
are you?
Amnesia's the key.
Do I know you?
Yeah. It's true. Amnesia's the key.
What happened?
I got a concussion. Sorry. I forgot.
And then if he would have done that, they would have got married.
They would have got married. Then his dreams would have came true.
Amazing. He missed his chance.
Happy ending.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Chris, where else can you find stuff?
Oh, okay. So you listen. You can, if you're listening to us on the podcast, you can find us on YouTube at Two Guys Two Things. We got the video version of the podcast and little snippets of the podcast.
Help us get to our goal of subscribers. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers.
He wants 500. But you can also find us on TikTok.
Don't call me out like that.
Oh, sorry. TikTok, we're at Two Guys Two Things, where the twos are the number twos. And if you're watching, you can listen to our podcast anywhere you get podcasts. Two Guys, Two Things.
Are we an apple?
Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Are we an orange?
No, not an orange.
Lemon?
Lemon, yes.
Ah, love it. And who knows? Maybe one of us will be in the new cabinet.
Hopefully. Cross my fingers.
Ooh, all right. Thanks for listening, guys, and take care. All right. Deb, thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie.